Modern Warfare 3 dropped last week, and we're finally able to play zombies in all its wacky glory. To my surprise, the reception online has actually been somewhat positive to the mode. Seriously, I was expecting a full Death Star level explosion of negativity, but overall, the sentiment is still that traditional round-based zombies is superior, at least among the hardcore fans. But I have to say, there is one thing that MWZ absolutely does better than not only any zombies game prior, any Call of Duty multiplayer experience since Call of Duty 3, and that is cooperation. Sorry for my voice sounding like a complete dumpster. I've actually been sick with COVID for a couple of weeks, and it just won't completely go away, but I'm on the mend. What do you think about Modern Warfare 3 zombies? I'm really curious to know, as this one seems to be getting a surprising amount of love from people online. Jump into any pre-Modern Warfare 3 zombies game with a friend or randoms, and what happens? You open doors, get your perks and weapons, and start killing zombies. Thing is though, you don't actually do anything together with the people you're playing with. Oftentimes, the only time you're in the same room as someone else is when one of you goes down and needs a little mouth to mouth. Even when I play with my wife, you know, one of the few human beings I actually like, I feel like we're never in the same area because zombies tends to screw you over if you are. You'll find yourself drawing too many zombies into too small of an area for 2 or more players, and you'll get yourselves killed unless you have get out of jail free cards in Black Ops 3, 4, and Cold War. You probably don't even buy Quick Revive because even with multiple players, there's still other perks you prioritize. It feels like the only time that you're in the same area as the people you're playing with is when you're doing an Easter egg step. And even then, you might not be, depending on the map. In Der Eisendrache, for instance, you're probably separated when looking for wisps so you can cover more ground without failing the step. Sure, in Black Ops 4, the Easter eggs tend to be harder and require more teamwork, reason number 30 why Black Ops 4 is the best zombies game, but no game prior to MWZ actually benefits from working together. If you want to see more videos about zombies and MW3 zombies particularly, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm always happy to blither on. So what does Modern Warfare 3 zombies do that makes it better for co-op centered gameplay compared to round-based or even Outbreak zombies from past games? First, contracts. They're often in tight corners or have enough targets that it takes extra time and skill as a solo player, and if you go down, you might have to wait a while to get revived. This is especially true when you face Terminus mercenaries, as their guns are ridiculous. They shred your health and armor in a second. Please nerf these guys, Treyarch. Second, the number of enemies that spawn and where they spawn from. Back in Outbreak and older zombies mode, the zombies spawned from predictable, predetermined places that were fairly easy to stay away from, give you a little breathing room. In MWZ, the zombies spawn in big numbers and a lot closer to you than in previous games, making large firefights in close quarters inevitable. While zombies drop ammo and armor when you kill them, in large numbers, it's still preferable to have someone else watching your back. Even if the characters keep telling the squad mates to watch their fire every 2 minutes.
Take fire, you slithering boo!
Third, and maybe the biggest, is the time limit. If you play this mode, you're aware that you only have an hour unless you're doing special missions before you need to get the hell out of there. When you have multiple people taking on massive swarms of zombies and working on the contract together, you can accomplish more in this short period of time and exfil with good rewards for the next game, like a larger backpack or even perk cans. Lastly, the increased revival duration. Previous versions of zombies, you had a period of time on the ground where you could be revived by your teammate. If they don't save you in that time period, or you don't save yourself with overpowered gobblegums, you disappear and lose all your weapons and perks. This would absolutely screw you over if you didn't have enough points to buy perks and guns again, and was basically a game over for that player who went down. In MWZ, you can be revived for what seems to be the whole match, and by any player in the game, not just your squad mates. If you have the patience to not drop out of the game, you could get revived 10-15 minutes later from people across the map. This is great considering what you lose if you quit without exfilling, including powerful weapons and perk cans for the next game. I can safely say that in the less than a week I've had this game, I've worked with other players more than I have in any other zombies game. I remember running off to exfil and save some of my good loot, but my dumbass got cornered on a bridge by the Terminus dickhead snipers and zombies on the other side. After waiting for a few minutes, my squad mate actually ran halfway across the map, piloted a boat to the bridge, and risked his own loot just to rescue me, despite me being the idiot and running away. I stuck with him the rest of the game, and even paid him back with a revive and close saves during our exfil. In a later game, I spawned in Skeletor working side by side with 21 Savage, taking on a warehouse on the coast. What a trip it is hearing Skeletor called 21 Savage a blithering boob in a Call of Duty game. And yet another game, I spawned in solo but quickly decided to squad up with another player. The result was working together for an hour on various contracts, him showing me some great places on the map to visit, and even him giving me some extra loot, including a free upgrade integrated backpack. If I'm being honest, it was one of the most fun games of zombies I'd had in years, and it's something that can't be replicated in the older Zombies format because the old format simply doesn't incentivize working together. Something I'd absolutely love to read about is some of your experiences in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Have you had some of these great stories like I've been able to have, or have you been teamed up with some of the more glue-eating variety? Please let me know in the comments. I'd really love to see how you're playing the game. Now, this emphasis on cooperative gameplay does not mean you can't play solo. You can absolutely load in without friends, without randoms. You can even shut off the option to autofill your squad. You could go in and do everything, you won't miss any features. It just will be more challenging. In fact, one of the most popular things for people to do is just farm exfils. You know, you get a big bunch of zombies that spawn in when you exfil, so people will just grind that, get their camos up, and play that way. That's perfectly valid too. That's the good thing about Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. There is a flexibility in it that you don't really have in past games. And while it's harder to play solo, you absolutely can still play that way. Of course, I'm not saying Modern Warfare 3 Zombies is perfect. No game is. There's still a lot of issues like lag with high numbers of zombies and especially hellhounds. But when it comes to helping each other out, this might just be the best zombies to date. But that's all I've got for now. Skeletor and I need to go back to laughing maniacally in Urzikstan.